It's Alicia Cramer, and in this week's Mentor Minutes, I'm going to guide you through an exercise for releasing financial trauma. This is inspired by an interview I recently did on someone else's podcast where we were talking about financial trauma and how common it is. Business owners have a tendency, especially, to encounter financial trauma. There are a lot of challenges that come along with being a business owner. There are a lot of risks associated with being a business owner. And of course, there also are a lot of limiting beliefs that many of us come into our business with that make it that much more challenging when we are taking those risks. If you have had any challenges in the past with regard to money and finances and debt, scarcity, failure, perhaps even bankruptcy, there can be some pretty heavy emotional stuff associated with money and finances. If we don't clean this stuff up, it continues to be a pattern. Not necessarily that you're going to keep recreating that same type of traumatic event, but the fear gets triggered over and over and over again. You'll also find yourself making a lot of your decisions based on those past memories and all of that negative association that you have with risks gone bad or decisions gone bad, marketing gone bad, hiring gone bad. It could be any number of different things. In this particular video, we're going to use some EFT to work through past financial trauma. Please keep in mind that if you have gone through some really painful experiences with respect to money, you're probably going to need to go a bit deeper than just this particular video. There are going to be specific memories that you're likely going to have to look at and release that negative emotional charge. A lot of different beliefs that you're still holding that are not serving you. I go into this pretty in depth in the Money Mindset Intensive, which is actually a bonus when you join the Inner Game Academy. So if you have any of that old heavy stuff that you need to let go of, I'm going to encourage you to take advantage of the free trial of the Inner Game Academy and work through this stuff at a deeper level. If you are already familiar with EFT, this is going to be pretty easy for you to follow along. You may notice that I use certain points that perhaps you don't use. Maybe you use certain points that I'm not using. If you have no experience with EFT, then just do your best to follow along. And as a member of the Inner Game Academy and within the Money Mindset Intensive, I do go through a more thorough walkthrough of this particular process so that you can get much more comfortable with it and you can use it to work through some of those specific challenges that you know are still sore spots for you. As we're getting going here, I'm just simply going to ask you to keep an open mind, an open heart, and follow along. I'm not going to go into the history of EFT, how it works, why it works, or any of that stuff in this video. So just walk through this process with me and let's take a layer of that negative emotional charge off of your associations with money. To begin, we're going to do the setup phrase. I'm going to have you tap with your dominant hand. Okay, so get your pointer and middle finger ready, and we're going to tap with the fingertips of that particular hand. We're going to start by tapping on the karate chop point of the opposite hand. Follow along with me. Feel free to tweak the wording to something that feels more congruent for you. Okay. Even though I have this past financial trauma, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I have some really painful memories with money, I love, honor, accept, and forgive myself. Even though this topic of money and finances really can be a struggle for me, I am ready, willing, and able to release and let go. Now we're going to start tapping through the points. So the first point that we're going to use is the very crown of the head, tapping and just following along. Okay. There are so many painful memories with money. Eyebrow. I have a hard time letting this go. Side of the eye. I don't want to feel this way anymore. Under the eye. It's painful. Under the nose. I have so much fear around money. Chin. I keep going into scarcity. Collarbone. I want to create affluence for myself. Under the arm. I want to feel abundant. Inside of the wrist. This is a really hard, painful past memory. Top of the head. I do love, accept, and forgive myself. Eyebrow. That's why I want better for myself. Side of the eye. It really did hurt when I was going through it. Under the eye. But I am ready to heal. Nose. I wish I could just let it go. Chin. What if I do let it go? Collarbone. A part of me does not feel safe letting this go. Under the arm. A part of me wants to hold on to the fear. Inside of the wrist. I don't want to make the same mistakes. Top of the head. I keep seeing this old pattern surface. Eyebrow. I don't want to live this way anymore. Side of the eye. There is so much pain. Under the eye. I made so many mistakes. Under the nose. I'm angry with myself. Chin. I'm angry about this. Collarbone. I deserve better. Under the arm. I don't understand what is wrong with me. Wrist. This is painful and I want to let it go. Top of the head. I want to be a better version of me. Eyebrow. I want to provide better for myself and the people I care about. Side of the eye. What is it going to take to change? Under the eye. I just want to let this go. Under the nose. I'm willing to release this pain. Chin. I'm willing to release this fear. Collarbone. The fear does not serve me. Under the arm. It's so old. Wrist. This is such an old pattern. Top of the head. What if something better is possible for me? Eyebrow. I'd love to explore what abundance feels like for me. Side of the eye. I want to experience financial freedom. Under the eye. A part of me doesn't believe it's possible. Nose. But what if I can change? Chin. I'm willing to change. Collarbone. I'm willing to let this go. Under the arm. I'm willing to set myself free. Wrist. I'm willing to release this pain. Top of the head. It's time to release the frustration. Eyebrow. It's time to release the fear. Side of the eye. I can feel myself releasing. Under the eye. I can feel myself lightening. Under the nose. It's time to release the pain. Chin. It's time to release the fear. Collarbone. It's time to set myself free. Under the arm. I'm willing to create a new mindset about money. Wrist. I'm willing to believe that something better is possible for me. top of the head. It's time to make peace with the past. Eyebrow. I can see evidence that I am supported. There is evidence in my life that I am supported. There is so much evidence of my abundance. I'm willing to let go of this negative energy. I am willing to allow myself to be supported. I am willing to allow myself to be prosperous. I'm willing to feel worthy of money. I'm willing to feel worthy of all of the abundance that is possible for me. It is safe, right, and good for me to release this old energy. I'm ready to change. I am willing to change. It is possible. I have decided to let this go. I have decided to create a new relationship with money, an empowering relationship with money, an abundant relationship with money, a loving relationship with money. If you feel like you need to keep tapping, please continue tapping through the energy points. When you're ready to stop, if you're ready to stop now, we're just going to take a pause. We're going to take a nice deep cleansing breath. And just take note of what is coming up for you. Whether it's good, it's bad, it's indifferent. Just notice what's coming up for you. If you're still feeling a lot of stress or worry or any type of negative emotion, please continue tapping through that. Tune into what your thoughts are and what your feelings are and tap through that. If you feel a sense of inner peace, wonderful. Continue on with your day. If a different issue is now at the surface, continue tapping, but focusing on that particular issue. It's just another layer. A lot of times they're sort of entangled. So you just keep going and clean out that old energy. You can rewatch this video as many times as you need to. Use your own words. Tune into your own feelings. And remember to take advantage of your Inner Game Academy trial. Just go to acintelacademy.com, take your free trial, go in there, watch the EFT videos, go through the Money Mindset Intensive, utilize any of the other audios or videos in there that can help you. You have no long-term obligation or commitment as a member of the Academy. You can cancel before your trial is over. It is not going to cost you anything. You can continue on month to month as long as it's comfortable for you. And of course, you know that I'm always here to support you. So make sure you're following me on social media, keeping track of all of these free videos that we're putting out, as well as other content. As a member of the Academy, if you need additional support, you reach out to us and I will create additional content for you. So with that said, please remember, if you have a desire in your heart, it is possible. If you have a desire for more abundance, it is possible. It is a mindset shift. We have to create it internally. And that means we have to reprogram ourselves. We need to let go of the past and embrace this new version of us that is aligned with what our heart desires. With that, this is Alicia Cramer, and we'll see you in another Mentor Minutes.